BookTube, it's time for a November wrap-up.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way.
I had a pretty average month in terms of reading for me. I read 15 books, 2 novellas, and I got the chance to be a beta reader for Julie Cross, who wrote the Tempest series and also another series that's about gymnastics. I forget the name of it. But I am thrilled that I got to read this. So let me just tell you what I read. First of all, I read Ashfall by Mullin. It's the first book in the Ashfall series, and I gave it 5 stars. Also in print, I read Chopsticks by Jessica Anthony and Rodrigo Corral. It's not a graphic novel in the sense that it's drawn like comics, but it is told in pictures. And I gave this 3 stars. The Hollow Kingdom by Clair B. Dunkle. I only gave this 1 star. The Tomorrow Code by Brian Falkner. 3 stars. Illuminated by Orloff. I only gave this 2 stars. I read 3 ebooks, 1 actual book, and the other 2 were novellas. One of the novellas was The Transfer, which is from the Diversion series. It's 0.5 by Veronica, Roth. And I gave it 5 stars. The other novella I read was Life Before Legend by Marie Lu. It is 0.5 in the Legend series, and I gave it 5 stars. The last ebook I read was called Charade. It is by Nyrae, and it is #1 in the Games trilogy. And I gave it 3 stars. Of the audiobooks I listened to, the first was Dark Kiss by Michelle Rowen. It is the first book in the Night Watcher series. And I gave it 4 stars. It's narrated by Amanda Ronconi, and I really liked her. Also on audio, Flat Out Love by Jessica Park. It was narrated by Julia Whelan, and I kind of go hot and cold on Julia Whelan. Sometimes I really like her narration, and other times I don't. So she was okay for this one. Even good. Abandoned by Meg Cabot. This is the first book in the Abandoned series, which is kind of a modern-day retelling of Persephone. And it was narrated by Natalia Payne. She was very good. I really liked the voices that she gave the characters, and I gave that 3 stars. 2 books by Colleen Hoover, Slammed and This Girl. Slammed is the first book in the Slammed trilogy. And This Girl is the 3rd book in the Slammed trilogy. I only gave Slammed 2 stars. It was narrated by Heidi Baker, and she just didn't wow me. I think that's probably why I rated the book as low as I did. Kirby Hayborn narrated This Girl, so that, on the other hand, I gave 3 stars because while I don't think it's Colleen Hoover's strongest work, he made it good. Arclight by Josin McQuein. That was narrated on audio by Tara Sands. I like Tara Sands a lot. She really, she does a good job of bringing life to those characters. And that is the first book in the Arclight series. I gave it 4 stars. There were 3 big blockbuster books that I read that came out this month, and they were such a treat to get to read them. The first one was Allegiant by Veronica Roth. It is the 3rd book in the Diversion series. And I gave it 4 stars. It was narrated from 2 points of view by Emma Galvin and Aaron Stanford. This particular installment, this last book, had 2 narrators. Emma Galvin has done all of the other books single-handedly. And it was nice to get the 2 points of view, and I love Emma Galvin. She just made Tris come alive for me. Champion by Marie Lu, which is the 3rd book in the Legend series. love this series. And it was narrated from 2 points of view by Marielle Stern and Stephen Kaplan. These two people have narrated all of the books in this series, and I love their voices. I love the voices that they gave to these characters because they ring so true to me. So 5-star read, and I actually have it in print. I went and picked this up, and it's an autographed copy. And lastly, World After by Susan E. That is the second book in the Penryn and End of Day series. And it is narrated by Caitlin Davies. 5-star read. I hope that the third book in that series doesn't take as long to come out because it's just such a good story. So that was my November. Kind of an average month for me reading-wise. I never do a TBR anymore because I'm so moody. And on the other hand, I'm finding that if I would do a TBR, I would probably read more of the books that I want to read. So I may change that in the coming year. So we'll see. I hope you're having a great holiday season. I hope it's not stressing you out too much. I hope you're thoroughly enjoying it. So that's it from me now, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Ho, ho, ho.